In this video, we want to touch upon the topic of texture digitalization for renderings and why it's important to use it to make a photorealistic visualization. Furthermore, we wanted to show you what is required to digitalize such textures and why you should bet on digitalized textures in visual marketing instead of photographed surfaces. Hi, my name is Daniel from Danthree Studios, and in today's video we'll be talking about digitalization of textures for photorealistic visualizations rendering. Maybe you also know the problem. No matter how creative a product presentation is planned in print or in an online shop, something is always missing: the haptic, the perception through active exploration of the texture. But even without feelable elements, you can put something in your customer's hand, so to speak, and make your object visually tangible with CGI renderings.
How can haptic be included in visual marketing with CGI?
The big question: how can this shortfall in visual marketing be balanced? Our answer: through high-resolution digitalized textures combined with photorealistic renderings that trigger your customers' emotions. Emotions? Yes, exactly. We buy almost exclusively while being led by our emotions. And this should always be considered while working on visual marketing. We explain why. Especially when buying furniture, purchases like that are heavily steered by emotions, does haptic play a rather big part, next only to the overall appearance. The best alternative to real haptic is the usage of high-quality photorealistic renderings together with digitalized textures.
Why bet on digitalized textures instead of photographed surfaces?
These are our top 5 benefits of digitalized textures. Benefit number 1. Scanned textures can be much more detailed and flexible compared to a surface captured on a camera. Benefit number 2. Almost every texture can be digitalized. There are almost no limits with CGI. Benefit number 3. Even complex geometric shapes can be easily captured in manageable timeframes with 3D scanning. Benefit number 4. Digitalized textures can be reused almost infinitely and be always reprocessed for new scenes, helpful for objects and room visualizations, which saves money and time for your business. Benefit number 5. Fast results and high accuracy. High-resolution digitalized textures like coating materials for upholstery, for example, seem truly alive, thanks to the extreme richness of detail and trigger, together with a thought-out presentation of the products, positive feelings in the customers. Such subtleties can be coordinated with precision on a computer when it comes to traditional photography. Through capturing all such details and intricacies in a perfect image is extremely difficult. Thus, good photorealistic renderings with digitalized textures prevent one thing, especially that the customers spend too much time wondering about the materials. This also means when the viewer can't feel the texture but can visualize them at the highest quality, he is also automatically faster in making positive purchase decisions and a higher conversion is obtained.
Conclusion of digitalized textures for photorealistic renderings.
This depiction of furniture and furnishing objects, whether it is in print or online, has the disadvantage that the textures of these objects can't be touched. A shortfall that can be somewhat mitigated with the digitalized of material, wood, surfaces and more. The more detailed and realistic examples of use you offer your potential customer, the less the missing haptic will turn into a problem. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more clips or videos from us, then check this or this out. And if you don't want to miss any new episodes from us, subscribe us. Thank you for watching and see you next time.